Cholos, today's a good day because I'm gonna say bye-bye to the Prius. I'm gonna say bye-bye to the Prius. Served me well from my journey from CalArts to the present moment, Cholo 2.0. And we shot music videos with it. And in the Estilo Mexico video, you could see me right getting the lawnmower out of the fucking Prius. And yeah, man, it's just it was a 3-year lease, and you know, it's a decent car, bro. It's very economical, got really good mileage and shit. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these CalArts plates and we're gonna put them in the new whip, because I got a new whip. So let's go say what's up to the new whip. Walk with me, talk with me, yeah, what's the new whip, cholos? What's the new whip? What's the new whip? It's a surprise. Oh. Cholo in the Stang. Cholo in the Stang, cholos. Get it. Let me get it a little wider here. Cholo in the Stang. Guys, we got the fucking ruby red Mustang, cholo. This was a car I was thinking about for a while, and then we finally got it. The lease is up on the Toyota. So we got the fucking Stang. It's a fucking convertible. Let me flip it. It's a convertible. It's got 18-inch rims on there. I'll probably get black ones later down the road. But right now, dude, this fucking, it's a beast, bro. It's the EcoBoost Premium. So it's 4 cylinders, but it's got a fucking turbo in it, and it's like good, pretty decent gas mileage, and it goes pretty fast. So it's nice, bros. It's nice, and I love the way the lights look with the fucking those lights, dude, with those stripes on there, and it's all nice. Has got nice curves. I just love the way it looks, guys. So we'll get a sneak peek of that a little bit later. But I'm gonna switch these plates out, put them on the new whip, and then I'm gonna take this. All right, guys. So we just finished putting those plates on. As you can see, it looks awesome. CalArts, baby. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you before I turn in the Prius. I'm gonna show you so you can compare it when I get into the Stang. Is like the before and after, cholo, like the difference in the experience, bro. So if you want to make sure that you don't get late, cholo, get a Prius, bro, because that's what happens, cholo. And I'll tell you why, bro. It's a nice car, it's reliable and all that shit, but and it's got really great gas mileage, but it's just a car, dude. And it's like, okay, the seats, they're not leather. They're like, okay, the version 4 one, this is a 2014 version, 2014 Prius C 3. The 4 has leather seats. This one doesn't have leather seats. The 4 has a moonroof. That shit doesn't have a moonroof. And you can see as in the console, like, it's cool. It's got the push start, whatever. And it's got this little cool thing right there, and this screen, but the screen is kind of small, so when you're doing navigation, it's like, it's okay. But what I would do is I'd put my phone here and I just do it with that. And so what I like about this car is that it has like this cool digital displays, so you always know how fast you're going, you know how much gas you have, you know how much is left in your trip, how much gas is left in your trip. And you know, you could change the song, you know, whatever. And it's got, and the fans and the AC is really easy to use. But the problem with this, cholo, is that honestly, the Bluetooth, bro, like it's hit or miss, bro. Like, it's like 80% works. Sometimes it just gets stuck and you have to turn off the car and like retry to sync the phone, and it's just like a fucking pain in the ass. And another thing I don't like about this shit that's driving me nuts, bro, is that like to turn off the engine, you press the brake and you press that shit, right? But that's to turn it off. Sometimes, like, I don't know, for whatever reason, the lights are on, or I didn't turn it off correctly, so I'd like step out the car and then it'll start beeping and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it turns out the car is not off, so I have to like make sure it's on park and all that shit, and it may seem like very trivial when I'm doing this vlog, but when you have one of these, cholo, and you're like in and out to the bank ATM or some shit, and you know, just shit gets kind of annoying. This glove compartment's okay, but notice like these stupid books and shit, like they take up most of the space. This is kind of cool here, and this is a little cool. I like that it has cup holders, are really convenient right here. They don't get in the way of anything, and there's like a little holder, and there's even a cup holder right there. The sound system's all right. It's just a pretty standard. I do like how it does have, you know, the component speakers. It doesn't have the coaxial, so that's kind of cool. But other than that, guys, I mean, it's not much. It's very compact. And what I do like about this car, cholo, is that it was like really quick, bro. So like, quick mission, very economical, in and out. It's a very compact, so like you could park like very easily. You can make U-turns very easily. But that being said, this is like probably like the best commuter car you can get. The hatchback, there's not much room in the hatchback, so I use this shit for a lot of video stuff, and I was just like, I'd have to put stuff in the back seat. Not a big deal, but it just did kind of get annoying. That being said, I'm gonna turn this car into Toyota, see what they say, cholo. I don't have any paperwork. I'm just gonna go in there and just do it raw. The lease is technically up in next month, but I got the staying a month early because it's just like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? And I drove to LA to get it, so with my dad. And anyways, I'm gonna sign off, and then we'll go into the staying so you can compare it. All right, guys? Yeah. Cholos, we're back. I just got back from Toyota, and basically they're just like, yeah, just sign this shit on this little iPad or whatever the hell it was, and you're done. And I was like, oh shit, that was fast. Okay, so now let's get to the good part. Let's get inside. Let's do it. Let's do it, cholos. So this is a 2016 EcoBoost Premium Mustang, ruby red, metallic. We're gonna get inside, and I'm gonna tell you something, guys. This car right here, dude, Ford, if you're watching this shit, you guys, I used to hate Mustangs. Because they always used to try to race me when I had my motorcycle, when I had the Kawasaki Ninja 600R. And they always trying to race me. I was like, man, you're not gonna catch up, bro. Sorry, bro, but no. So that's why. But then these designs started coming out, like the new ones, like the 2013s, I think, and they would look like old school, and they were like, damn, this is looking pretty good now. And then they started to update the lights with the fucking tigers, like the 3 stripes. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on over here, cholo? What's going on? I smell fucking nice cars. And then I was like, all right, and then my lease was starting to come up. I had like a couple 6 months or whatever. So we're doing story time right now. And basically, what happened was, well, let's drop the top real quick, okay? First of all, let's drop the fucking top real quick, so you can see how I do this shit. So I'm just gonna pull this shit right here, and just press this button right here, and I don't have to turn down the windows or anything. It just does it automatically, dude. It just does whoop. What the fuck? Oh, did the top just go? Yeah. Did you see that shit? It took like 2 seconds. So basically, all right, let's turn this shit down. So basically, what happened was, oh shit. What happened was that It was between this one and the Camaro, but the Camaro was a little bit more expensive. So I was like, well, you know what? The Mustang looks pretty fucking good, bro. I mean, I really like the front end and the back end. I was like starting to grow on me. And then I test drove this car in Santa Barbara. It was the white version, but I wanted the red or the black one. So, but I test drove it, and I was like, holy fuck. And I had to have it, bro. And I'll tell you why, bro. Because it's the perfect combination between luxury and sport. Mustangs, bro. Look at the inside, bros. All leather, dude. All leather, bro. Like the bucket seats. And they're really comfortable. Every seat I sat in this motherfucker, and it's extremely comfortable. And there might be some reviews that are like, well, the Mustang back seats are really cramped. They're like, it's not really cramped at all, dude. I mean, there's some, you could fit a nice fat ass on that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And you just put your arms on the edges like that, and you're cool, man. You're totally cool. Especially if you got girls in the back, dude. They'll have plenty of room, cholo. And if it's a big dude, that's okay too, man, because he could, you know, probably take like, I mean, it's very comfortable, dude. I mean, bro, even for me in the back, I'm chilling. I'm 5'10", but you know, if you're like over 6 feet or whatever, then I think the car's still like, in the front end, it's like extremely comfortable, guys. The other thing I like, look at the dash, dude. Look at that shit. This screen right here is like 8 inches, and it like you step in the car, it automatically hooks up with your phone. And I don't know if you can see this shit right here, but look, audio. I go sources, Spotify, boom. If I want to get a playlist, menu, your playlist. Wait, hold on. Sometimes you have to kind of press a little, there you go. You kind of have to like just hold your finger a little bit sometimes, but then you could, you know, get your playlist or your artist or whatever. And that's what I love about this car too, because the Prius, dude, it would just I'd have to do it through the phone. I'd have to do Spotify through the phone, and I could switch through the songs on the dash, but I couldn't like go to the playlist and the artists and shit like that. And I haven't even fucked around with the voice command yet. I haven't even tried that shit out yet. I've had this car for like maybe since Thursday, so right now it's Sunday, so 3 or 4 days. And anyways, and then check this out, like the dash, the switches, everything is right here in front. It's got 2 seat holder thingies. And then look at this right here. It's got a nice little compartment right there. And then check this out. I'm gonna switch the camera around here, and this plugs in right here, sauce. And you can see that I don't have my books and stuff for the owner manuals. Why? Because there's a little tab right here, cholos. Fuck, and you just put it right there. So that's fucking cool. There's like a lot of details in this car. And then check this out. If I want my shades, bro, in the Prius, I'd have to put them in the glove compartment, and it would take up the whole room. Now it's just, look, check this out. SAS, secret compartment. And my shades are right here. How fucking cool is that? Let me put on my shades. You know what I'm saying? Let me put my shades on. So anyways, so I could just ride in the whip with the shades like that, cholo, like everything good to go. Hold up. So everything good to go like that. And bro, it's a beautiful car, cholo. And then let me show you the steering wheel. I mean, look at the steering wheel, bro. Like, these buttons are really like big, easy to press. It's got, you know, all kinds of shit. I don't even know what that shit does yet. And I love about it too is like it's got an auto light, so I don't even have to worry about turning off the lights. Which that shit was a fucking pain in the ass. That shit, it'll automatically turn on the lights, bro. And you start it, and it doesn't have an off button, so you just turn off the engine, and you just walk out the car, and it'll just shut off. Or you just click on lock, and it'll just shut off. It's fucking crazy, bro. Everything is just so easy in this car. And then It's got paddle shifters. I've tried that once or twice, and I haven't really dove into that because this is an automatic, by the way. And people, if you're watching this and you're a hater, cholo, because it's an automatic, then you're stupid, bro. Because this shit, you can feel the pump, bro. And I don't have to fuck around with that shit, with the clutch, bro. Because I've had a motorcycle, so I know what a clutch is. I've never driven a manual car, but I mean that shit's a lot of work, bro. You're always like doing something. Anyways, the other cool thing about it is that so I said it's got paddle shifters if you want to do the shifties, and it's got a turbo. So this is a 4-cylinder, and you might say, for the haters out there, they're like, well, how come we don't get a V6 or V8? Well, because cholo, this is actually pretty decent in gas mileage. It's pretty decent. Like, I went to LA, came back from LA from the dealership. It was only a quarter tank, bro. That's 160 miles, and it was like a quarter tank. I was like, okay, that sounds pretty good. So, that's pretty good. In a Prius, I could go to LA and back on a full tank, and it was $20, and I'd still have like 50 miles left over. On this, it'd probably be like half a tank to get there. I mean, this could hold more gas, obviously, than a Prius. I haven't gone to the pump yet, but whatever. So, if you guys have any questions in the comments or you're thinking about a Mustang, let me know, cholo, because this is the best shit I've ever done, and I got this shit for about 20 grand. Out the door maybe 23, 24 with the extra warranties and shit, but it's only like the 2018 models haven't come out yet. So this is a 2016. So this is like a year old, and it's like brand new. It's got 27,000 miles on it. I mean, what a deal, man. Jesus Christ. So let's take this shit for a spin real quick. We'll just go around the block, see what happens. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's see. Get the camera like in a good spot right here. I don't know where to put this shit. There's like nowhere to put this shit. Hold up. Let's see. I don't know where to put this fucking camera, to be honest with you guys. Let's do this. Hold on a second. Cholos, I gotta figure out a camera situation for the Mustang. So we'll go on a fucking test drive later. When I figure out the camera situation, because it's kind of hard to mount this GH4 in there for right now. And I had a little thing for a iPhone that I could put in there, but I can't find it right now. So we're gonna sign off, and then we're gonna work on some music stuff. Okay, cool.